Okay, today is the 21st of May 2025. Crazy Market Talk with Kel. Today is going to be a crazy day. This morning we saw how the gold move. So guys, make sure you do your this risk assessment properly and check your trades before you enter. Yeah, it's going to be a very volatile market if I am getting it right. It's how the vibes are telling me that. So let's see whether would I be correct. And of course, in the second half session, we'll talk about the review of yesterday's market, primary on Dow and gold, so that I can share more with you. Now let's look at the bonds market now for the beginning of the day, because I think this is very important. Okay, so let me just bring it to you. Just give me a moment. It's coming up. Just by the way itself, but we are working very closely now to get China stock, Hong Kong stocks into our app itself. We're working very hard round the clock just to do that itself. Trust me, guys. Look at my reciting hairline, you should know it. So you can see we're working very hard to get things moving, and we really want the global market to see us. All right, so let's look at the 10-year yields right now. The 10-year yield last night, we saw a recovery. The day before was a shooting star downside, but yesterday it seemed to engulfed the whole entire candle body. Yeah. So does this tell me that the market may be going up? Yes. If you ask me, I strongly believe that the 10-year yield will be going up in the matter of time. Now, how much time are we looking at? Maybe by June next month. By June next month, we should see hitting 4.7%. Now, why am I so confident on this? Because I believe that now the only way to save the bond market is to keep increasing the yield. That's why the bond market, so that they can get more people to come in and save the day. Now, I did a bit of research in the market. I realized that the reason why probably the Federal Reserve is not keen to actually cut interest rate, not just because of monetary value, is because there's no people wanting to buy the bonds at anything lower than 4%. So that's why they keep on smashing the bond price right now, because they want the yield to go up so they make more sense of buying the bonds. Yeah, 5% per month per year itself is a very good deal. It's a very good deal. Yeah. So that's why you see, imagine all our saving account money, right? Example, we get paid like 1% or lesser for the entire year. So if this funds is located to the treasuries, although it's double A1, but still good enough, right? Then of course this money is sure win. That means you take $1 billion, you put with the US Federal Reserve, I mean, US government, they'll pay you back 4%. Of course, the chance of they may actually consider to what do you call lower down the dollar, but what you can do is you can hedge against gold. So that's why gold price goes up, because they use it to hedge against gold market, because once the treasury is there, they refinance it and remortgage it and then do on gold trading. So that's how they balance the whole thing itself. All right, guys, so something to take note of that. Yeah, good morning to you, ACS. Okay, all right, so that is the bond market. Now, next thing to watch out for is the VIX, right? Yesterday we talked about VIX. Where are you, VIX? Here we go. Okay, this is the VIX, and VIX is now getting closer to my entry level. I would love to buy some VIX very soon, likely today, tomorrow. I think that should be my target to buy some VIX. All right, of course, the lower the better. And on the notation, why the gold this morning shoot up, right? Because you can see right now that the dollar is coming down. Yes, the dollar is coming down now. Despite whatever is happening, I informed you before. Once the dollar sell down, you will have the gold go up, and that's why gold is recovering right now. Okay, so if the dollar really do come down in a very fast manner, then of course we will see gold shooting up again. Okay, so all these are telltale sign that why things are happening right now. Yep. Okay, so now let's go into the charts for us. Let's take a look now. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones first to begin the start of the day. Yeah? Okay, now look at the Dow this morning. Okay, the Dow this morning shows us very clearly that the opening price is actually trading at 42,645. Okay, and the MLP is 42,712. So which means that MLP is above the OP, hence therefore below OP is naturally a sell. Yeah. Okay. Question is this, Kel. You keep on saying sell on the Dow Jones, right? Is it because you think that the Dow will come down? Now, do take note that I didn't say everyone sell. I give you two sides of the coin every day, buy or sell. But the difference is if the market is below OP and below pivot, I will call for sell. But because the KSI is green, I'll tell you that to sell small and take profit fast. Okay, please don't mince my word or change my words, right? It's very unfair to me. Yeah. Okay, anyway, if anyone want to debate, we got all the videos of the past every day we put into the community. So if anyone want to challenge me, we can go back to the video. Okay. All right. So you can see from KSI from April itself until now, the boys have been buying, the retails have been buying. So that is a fact. Now I was watching one article just now, reading it one article. Apparently JP Morgan and one more article, I got one more house, can't remember. They says that recently the buying is done by the retail. Wow. I mean, seriously, retail? What, 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion? My goodness. I don't know how many Americans are really buying, because I really cannot believe that Americans now would rather buy shares than feed themselves with high inflation. So I don't really buy the story. So when they tell you that retails are buying as well, right? But of course, our indicator also show the same thing. Okay. So now I give a very simple feel. Now you see that when the market was going up, right, with the retail and boys are buying, okay, so the momentum is steady. It's like a 45 degrees angle. But you notice that the last few days itself, right, we don't really see that. In fact, the last 4 days, we don't see a 45-degree angle. As a matter of fact, it's probably now at like a flat 25. So this is not a good sign, because usually when the market cave this way, right, it's not a good sign. And now with the dollar now coming down, it confirms my worst, I believe. So today, I want you to watch this number. This number is 42,000, 838. Okay, sorry, 383. Sorry, my bad. 383. Now watch this number very closely. If the Dow Jones go that number, there will be a natural bounce back. That means the market will touch and rebound. Okay, first thing to note, yeah. The second thing will happen will be that once it touch and rebound, good. If you recover, then no problem. But if the market come back down again and smash through it, then I can tell you safely the market will really, really sell. And if they really sell, it will likely be going down all the way to here, which is 42,013. Okay, so where we are right now is a potential 5 to 600 points potential downside. So please write down this number. 42383 will be the first strong support. Now, of course, from where we are right now to there, so 200 more points ago, you may say that's so far away. But again, like I say, if the market is bullish, it will come down, touch it, and then recover. So that is how ideally it will work. So if you are short in the market, do remember to buy back over there. Then after you buy back over there, if you feel like the market might be going down again, then when it rebound to a certain level again, you think that you don't mind taking some profit to short again, then from there you whack down again. Okay, so that's how I see it. Okay, if you really think the market is going to go down. But you think that no, okay, I short because I follow rules, I sell, then after that I want to get out of the market. Sure, by all means, no problem. Yeah, it's not a must to do whatever I just shared with you. I'm just informing you what likely will be happening. Okay, now of course you say, Kel, what if market goes up? Oh, market go up easy. If market go up, right, it will go back to the MLP first. That's definitely for sure, and that's 42,712. And of course, can go higher. We can see going to 742, which is very, very nearby for the pivot too. Okay, all right. So that is my Dow take away from here. Yeah. Okay, let's not go. My goodness, this morning go, I tell you. Uh, it was so crazy. Now, why gold was so crazy this morning? You see, guys, this is a stacked diamond. Yay, stacked diamond. Stacked diamonds means that the two diamonds come together. Now, this is not on purpose. When I was doing the first diamond and the second diamond, I never thought of a stacked diamond. See, my IQ is so low. So when the programmer populate the chart, right, then I saw the stacked diamond. Then I realized that it is possible to have a diamond and a stacked diamond at the same time. So in case you don't know what is stacked diamond again, okay, let me just do a short review, a quick one, yeah? You see, when there is a KCX blinking, by the way, we say KCX, we're referring to the green color blinker, okay? The indicator is called KCX, correct? But when we actually talk about KCX, we're talking about the green color blinker, yeah? The last nearest blinker. So once you see a blinker, you look up, you will definitely see a red candle. All right, I've never seen a green blinker with a yellow candle. I've never seen before. It doesn't make sense here. Okay, so what does it mean? So once it's a green blinker, it's informing us that the market may hit a bottom soon. And yesterday, if you have watched our talking about how to use the KCX, right, I told you to put a line at the closing price here itself. Then straight away, I got a lot of people asking me the same question. Kel, how would you know that the market will stop there? Hey, look guys, when the market close here itself, the KCX will be there, right? The next day, the KCX has disappeared. because the market went up. So by default itself, for this particular case, you can put that line. So on this day, the third day, here, okay, 3177. Remember, repeating like a broken recorder. I said that if you believe in this KCX, then when the market rebound hit the 3177 and rebound, buy from there. That one's a very low risk trade. So you will buy somewhere above here and put a stop loss at the low if you want to. And that's what I tell you. So this is really trying to bottom pick the market, okay? So of course, the student asked me, Kel, can you teach me to buy somewhere around here? Allow it. If I can buy here itself, right, I'll be a very rich man. I can't do that. Yeah, I don't want to bullshit you itself. But of course, on hindsight, I can tell you one thing, okay? This is a candle here, right? Remember the body of it? I told you draw a body or put an MLP somewhere around here, right? You see? Now, this is the low. That's why. If I want to bullshit you, yes, I can do that, yeah? This is why the market rebounded. Okay, so that one, put it aside. Now, today, what do we have? Today is very important. Today is what you do. The KCL is already there. This KCL is a standalone because of the CCRY with the KSI green, but it happened to bump into the spec diamond, right? So which means that 3289 is a very, 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 very strong support. 3289 is a very strong support. So I want to do this, everybody. Now 3289 will not be reflected in your 5-minute chart. It won't reflect because that's only for day chart. So I'm going to do this thing now. You see, I change this guy to the number that we just saw, 3289. Okay, let's give me here, 3289.96 because we need to be precise. And then after that, I change this to the color, different color. Maybe I choose to change to green. Okay, spring green. Okay, so now I put the 3289.96 into the chart. Okay, now I want you to take a look at a 5-minute, how the whole thing come together. I tell you, it's really incredible. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so this morning when the gold opened, straight away, you also may have noticed there was a stacked diamond right at the start of the day. My goodness, the day chart got stacked diamond, the 5-minute chart got stacked diamond. Oh my God. So within less than 15 minutes, the gold shoot up already, boom, hit the KTR +1. Why? Because the dollar was coming down. That is the answer for you, okay? Now, there's something happening between this Ukraine and this Russia, because Donald Trump now, right, as usual, Donald Trump, he tells people that within 100 days, he can solve the problem between Ukraine and Russia, right? He was very confident. And during his, his rallies before being president, he tell everybody he can do that because he's a very close acquaintance with this Vladimir Putin. But yesterday, he came in and said, look, he had made a phone call to Putin and talk. Then he felt that Putin was too proud. There was some proudness, of arrogance, of egoistic. And then because of that, Donald Trump hang the phone and say, look, okay, never mind. Since you don't listen to me, I don't care anymore. So he is telling the people that they are going to move out from the war. So if that really happened, if America really choose to walk out from the war, and the war will definitely amplified, and then that is the reason why the gold price shoot up. Got answer? Yeah, and because of that statement itself, right? Because during wartime, people buy the dollar. But when the US decided to get out from the war instead, the dollar dropped. So that is how the dollar behaved this morning. Right, all clear? Yeah, interesting, yeah? Okay, so now what's happening? After the market hit the +1, right? Boom, it came back down very fast. Now look at the green color line. That is a KCL line I told you, right? See the market, the way it stopped there. Oh my goodness. This is really incredible. Look at the way it touches the KCL, but none of the candles stay below the KCL. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what happened next, guys? You saw already, right? There is a diamond over here. You need to draw a line across it, and this is why I love this this diamond line. So first of all, the market break up. That's where you buy, okay? No problem. Then after that, when it pull back, you see the market coming down exactly to where it is. Now, in the boot camp itself, right, I realized that many of you are going overseas or are working. So not many people have signed up for boot camp. I don't know about this, but I can tell you that if you sign up for the boot camp itself, right, you will definitely perform much better for the coming weeks to come, because we will tell you exactly how to use the diamond with many, many, many examples for you to show. So anyway, this is one of them. When the market pulls up and pull back, this is a very strong buy signal. And the KSI and KCX are bullish, bang, boom, it went up. So of course you say, but KTR plus one given already, right? So where will it go next? Then look up, lor. You look up yourself, right? You'll see pivot one. You say, huh? So far away, can man? Honestly, I also not confident. I know that by detail it should go there, but I also don't know that you go there. Suddenly, when I was having my breakfast, boom, it went up itself. My phone ring, bam, 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 bam. So many people call in and say they bought and made money from gold. And remember, pivot, guys, for those who are who learned pivot from me when I was telling a story about pivot, what did I tell you about pivot? Pivot was manifested for what? Remember, if you can remember, I remind you, is for U-turn, correct? So if the market basically couldn't go above the pivot one, then naturally it will come down, right? So I told you before, all right, never fight the pivot, okay? Never fight the pivot. And you see the way it came down. Oh my goodness, it came down right again to where it started. This is absolutely crazy, really. I mean, wow. I mean, look at it, guys. When the market opens in the morning, all right, KTR plus one is available. Pivot one is available. Look at the way the market stopped there itself. It's kind of as if that the market knows these numbers, but these numbers are only for us to know. This KTR plus one, you go and Google, you only see us talking about this. Pivot also with us. If you say, oh, maybe it's not the same name, okay, take the number, go and key this number 3303.44, key this number 31314.07 and see on Google what you get. Other than we who post this number, I can guarantee you the whole world, no one has this number. So what is happening here? Guys, we have really a winning formula here. That's why you really need to use the app or at least use the Crazii system to make money from the market. Okay, so now you ask me this question, Kel. Now there's a diamond here, right? What you do? Yeah. Now if you want to sell, you can sell here first, no problem. But it's above OP, so I will short small. If I really want to short, I'll short small. Now you want to buy, I wait for it to go back up again, then I will be buying. Not now, yeah. Okay, Kel, if the market really breaks above the pivot, where would it go then? Well, take a look, guys. If the market really go up, right, you can see right now on my screen, okay, after pivot, 3314, the next one will be KTR plus 2. Then after that, followed by KTR plus 3. Now, the next one is all the way to 3, how much? 3366. Wow, so far away. 3366. Okay. So I don't know whether you go there or not, but I just am informing you as well. Okay, clear? All right, all clear, press number 2 right now. This is really mind-blowing, really. I mean, seriously, this is really incredible stuff. If I'm you, if I'm really I'm a new student here, I would love, I would really love to have someone teaching me this when I was as a trader back then. Okay, next market is crude oil. Now, crude oil this morning has went up, expected, right? Because I told you, right, when US get out of this, the fear comes in. Yes, the fear comes in. So when the fear comes in itself, right, then obviously crude oil will go up. The reason crude oil came down also because they thought that the war will be over very soon. But now, seemingly not. That's why the crude oil shoot up. So how do we do a crude oil for the day chart? Very simple. Okay, if you look back again, we go through the motion, yeah, okay? So you see the KCX that is longest over here, right? So you look up, and then what must you do? Put a line at the closing price, which is here. See? Now you can see why the market have a base somewhere around there. So that's why the market stabilized somewhere around here and start to go up when the boys are buying. Okay, now the question will be this, Kel, what's going to be next, right? Look at the OP. The OP is for 62.70, the MLP is 62.59. So basically, these two of them is a buying signal. Hence, therefore, now it's above pivot 1. So crude oil will be going here. 66.66. Wow, this number is so sexy. Right, I know some of you who may not like this number, but that is a fact. 66.66. I think crude oil will go there. Yes, because I told you before, numbers like these are always very attractive to the market. So anyone on side bet here, 66. Now I don't know whether how high, when you reach there, but it will be eventually there. So if that is a crude oil going to go up itself, right, then naturally itself, right, VIX will be going up soon, yeah, because we talk about volatility, fear factor, and stuff like that. So watch out for this, 66 for crude oil. I take a picture of this right now myself. Okay. All right, last one, talk about some currency. Okay, so very clear because of the currency movement right now of the dollar coming down. Naturally, the crosses like gold, crosses like the pound and euro will be going up, right? So we can see again the same thing using the KCX as a guiding line. You look up itself. Okay, this is where it is. Then you put a line at the closing price of it. Here you go. And again, you can see the market really supported here. This is how you use the Crazii X to your advantage, guys. So today we have the opening price at 133.82, MLP 133.755. So it's above OP, above MLP supply. And pivot one is 134.258. I think the market will break it rather easily later. And then it should be going higher, right? So how high can it go? This is interesting. Let me find for you. Come on, I can't find it. Okay, I got this. I know, probably I know why itself. Okay, because you see, why the KCB doesn't come up? Because if you notice this, from where we are right now, we move back to here. Okay, that is already year 2023. If move back some more here itself is year 2022, right? So from where we are right now to 2022 is more than 500 bars. And we only limit to first 500 bars for the numbers. So which means that if you want to find the next KCB, you really have to do it manually yourself. How to do it manually? Very simple. Draw a horizontal line at where you are right now, and then you just move back all the way until you see the KCB. Okay, that's the only way out. So take note of that, yeah, guys. Okay, we'll take a short break for a minute or so, and then we'll come back to do the revision. Thank you very much.